Hey coin curators, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amber McIntyre and I am the CEO and founder of ASM Consulting, and I'm a business strategist. What that means is I help other aspiring entrepreneurs start, build, and scale their business online. And I do that through, I have a program called Start Your Legacy. And so it's a three-month coaching program that'll actually assist you through obtaining your business goals. So depending on where you at in your journey, we can either help you start that business, help you build that business, or help you scale the business. So today I actually want to talk to you about validating a business idea. But first, I want to show you guys, look at that, how cute, look how cute that is. I love it. My mother-in-law actually created it for me, so just wanted to show you guys. But like I said, today we're going to be talking about validating your business idea. I'm actually going to share a free template down below to help you guys get started with the process. I'm also going to show you on this video kind of like what it looks like, some really simple steps of how you can validate your business idea, okay? First, I want to let you know just really quickly so that you can prepare yourself and so you know what's coming. There are actually 4 simple steps to validate your business idea. The very first one is you want to actually define your business goals. So what do you want to actually discover about your business idea? Okay. 2, once you figure out what that actual goal is, you are going to want to then develop a hypothesis. So pretty much create an assumption of what your outcome is going to be. Okay. Then you want to actually experiment your hypothesis. So let's use ASM Consulting for an example. So I went off to school to get my degree in business marketing, but then I also was a project manager for 5 to 6 years. I currently still am a project manager. And so I really felt like I had the tools, the education, the experience, the tool sets, because also we have a tree business, me and my husband, that we've had for 3 years. And so I really wanted to help other people start their own business, whether you want to do that full time or if you just need an additional stream of income, because I'm a firm believer that whether you choose the corporate life or full-time entrepreneurship, we all need to have multiple streams of income. The pandemic definitely taught us that. So I'm really passionate. I decided to start a business to help to show other aspiring entrepreneurs how to do that. With that being said, I never did any type of business coaching or business consulting at the time. So I decided to run a beta test. And we'll talk about that a little bit more when we talk about the step of experiments, okay? And the last one is actually validating your business idea. So really quick, I am going to go ahead and switch cameras over here just because I want to be able to look at the screen when I am when I am showing you this presentation, okay? So let's scroll up. So this is what the template will look like when you download it. Again, it's just a step-by-step guide to really show you how you can simply validate your business idea. Sometimes if you look online, this process seems really scary and intimidating, but I've done it before. I've walked other clients through doing it. It's really simple. So the first page you're going to come to, and I'm not going to go over that for the sake of the timing of this video, but it's just pretty much a little bit of a background as to a mistake that new entrepreneurs make. They actually skip this step of validating their idea. Before I go over this first page really quickly, I do want to say that when it comes to validating your business idea, a lot of new entrepreneurs do make this mistake. And you can even start super simple with talking to your girlfriends or your family members, whoever your support group is. Talk to them about what idea you have. Ask them, is this something they'd be interested in? Get their honest feedback. If your family and friends are kind of like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's not for me, then keep your ears to the ground with that, because that may mean you need to go back to the drawing board. If your family and friends have that perspective, more than likely other people will too, okay? So back to the presentation, which is the template for how to validate your business idea. Again, I'm going to make sure I add the link so you can get your copy in the description of this video. But in the very beginning, what I really want you to focus on is gain clarity of who you are and who you serve. This is so important, because One, a lot of people get caught up in the vanity metrics with the likes, the shares, trying to keep up with the Kardashians, right? You want to be someone that you're not, and it's really hard to sustain your business when you are not being authentically you. Same goes for your audience. You really want to make sure you know who your audience is, because you should actually figure out who your audience is, figure out who you want to serve, who you're passionate about serving, then identifying a problem or a pain point that they need answers to, and then creating a product or service to actually solve that pain point. So on here, I want you to first understand the business that you want to start, right? And then decide who you are actually going to serve. So who is your ideal client, customer? Who did you actually create this service or product for? Who did you have in mind? Okay, once we have that established, we're going to go ahead and go into the 4 steps of actually validating your business idea. Again, we said that's defining your goals, developing a hypothesis, running that experiment, and then going to the validation part of it. So while we're on this page, I'm going to bring us back face to face. Defining your goals, right? What exactly do you need to find out, test about your offer? So for instance, again, using ASM Consulting as a example, I needed to know if I could actually get people results. I knew that I knew how to register your business, and I could help you apply and get your EIN. So I knew I could handle certain tasks of starting a new business, but could I really help people gain results? Could I really help people transition from point A to point B in a way that they found value? Okay. So my perceived value and my ideal client's perceived value could be 2 totally different things. That's what I needed to test out. So the goal of my beta test originally was get my client the results that they are wanting to achieve. That is a lot easier said than it is done, because I have to, one, make sure that I'm acting within integrity. So I need to make sure that helping them achieve their goals still has to be in a way that I am experienced or that I can actually do it. I can't say yes to everybody, and it's outside of my wheelhouse, okay? But this goes into, and I can't really go into it for the sake of the timing of this video, but that goes into qualifying your leads and doing sales calls or discovery calls, making sure that you and your customer are in an alignment. After we define the goals, we're wanting to create a hypothesis. So my hypothesis, within a 3-month coaching program, I could help my clients, depending on where they came in. So let's say if it was a client that wanted to actually start their business, I could help my client come in, actually create a legal business that was recognized within the state and within federal level. And I could actually help them create the blueprint, business plans, really get their structures and their foundation set within 3 months for their business. That was my hypothesis. So when I went into step 3, which was the experimental phase, I had to decide, or I had to figure out, I had to actually test to see if I could prove my hypothesis. Could I truly help someone within a 3-month time frame start their business, build out all of their business foundations, and get them ready to the point of building out their business, okay? Then after I proved my hypothesis was true, I went into my validation. So one, my business idea is now validated because I was able to attain my goal. I was able to test out, I was able to create a hypothesis off that goal and test that hypothesis to the point where now I know that I could get results. Now I'm ready to actually validate it. So yes, my hypothesis was validated. And when you get to the validation, it's simple. Like, was your assumption, was your hypothesis correct? If not, where can you pivot? What do you need to change in order to make that hypothesis true? And or go back to the drawing board and just repeat the 4 steps with your new business idea. A lot of people get discouraged when they are going through the process of validating their business idea, but literally it's both positive. You really have to challenge the way you think about things, okay? So what I mean by they're both positive, whether your hypothesis is true or it's incorrect, you are now closer to actually getting to a business idea that's not only going to fulfill you as the founder or the CEO, but it's also going to serve your targeted audience. So like, let's say if I had conducted my beta testing and I realized, no, I cannot get people results within 3 months, then you go back to your hypothesis. I couldn't get it in 3 months, but could I get your results in 4? Could I get your results in 6? What went wrong during that testing phase that you can pivot or change to make sure that your hypothesis is correct? Sometimes it's the timelines. Right? Instead of 3 months, you needed 6 months. Maybe it's you didn't validate your audience right, your prospects. So maybe I was looking to serve people from 18 to, let's say, 23. That's a really short demographic, but 18 to 23, and then afterwards I realized like these people just don't have enough finances coming in to really incorporate some of the steps of the program, or these people aren't really quite disciplined enough. So maybe it was my targeted age range that really threw this off. So you would really want to go through and run an analysis to really figure out why your assumption or your hypothesis was incorrect. But you're just going to go through these 4 simple steps just to make sure that your business idea is actually validated. Just a really quick pro tip. A lot of people create a product or service and then they try to get people to validate it. And that's not the correct process. Because why would you really waste time, money, and energy creating something that nobody even wants? Did your audience say that this is what they want, that this is what they needed? Did you check if this was something that people were interested in buying? Because if not, you're going to have more of a heartbreak if you go through this validation process versus creating something no one wants. And now not only do you have to start over anyway, you are now out money, you're out time. You can save yourself a little embarrassment as well. So make sure that when you are considering starting a business, when you're deciding to pick something that you are ready to invest in, you are ready to just like really commit to bringing this to fruition, make sure that you have it validated first. Because without proper validation, you aren't even able to really begin to market it properly because you have not figured out the core concepts. Okay. Also, I want to let you know if you are also interested in creating a content strategy. So let's say you go through this process, you validated your business idea, you know that it works, you're ready to start marketing to the world. You're going to want to be able to figure out how you can reach people through social media. How do you figure out what your audience even cares about? And make sure you watch this video because it's going to walk you through step by step of how to create a content strategy. But then this video will also show you how you can actually create that content strategy plan. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week in the next video. Bye.